push the boundaries and push the limits and make something fucking better. Change this shirt real quick. All right, now we're ready to film. We're going to talk about Roger Bannister. We're going to talk about 4-minute miles. We're going to talk about 100 pieces. We're going to talk about disbelief and breaking those disbeliefs. Yesterday, I realized that we need 400 free little pouches for sriracha sauce, little hot sauces. We did a promotion. We did a shirt that said sriracha. I know a lot of you little bitches are like, I'm going to tell because he just used their copyright. Well, we already checked that. We didn't use anybody's copyright. We didn't break a copyright. Copyright is on the bottle with the green top. We didn't use it. Copyright is on their rooster. We used our rooster. So we didn't infringe on any copyrights. But we did a sriracha sauce shirt. It's a cool logo. It was out. If you're mad about it, you're already too late because we did it 2 weeks ago and they were already gone. With that came a free little bottle of the real sriracha sauce on a keychain, and we put it in a cool pouch, and when you open it, it pops out. It's cool. Well, we need 300 of these. So last night at about 5 o'clock, well, it was 5:45 because one of my ladies leaves right at 5:45 to pick her child up from daycare, and she was clocking out. So at 5:45, I'm back there going, hey, we need 300 of these, cut me 100 of these, do them in multicam black. We're waiting on the rolls. I go, cut them out of scrap. I don't know if we have enough scrap. I go, we have enough scrap. There are 2 20-gallon bins of scraps of multicam black. And I said, he's like, well, can I cut them tomorrow? I'm like, no problem. I go, just give me the pattern. I'll cut them. I'll have them done in less than an hour. And I know they always look at, Dad's the crazy dude, or boss has lost his shit. I didn't know whether I could cut them in an hour, but I was going to fucking try to cut them in an hour. I actually cut them in 43 minutes. Not only did I cut them out of scrap, nobody likes using scrap because it takes more time. You have to unfold it, you have to find it, whereas when you cut off of a roll, it's just boom, 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 and you just chain them up. And then you cut, slice, 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 and then you come across and disconnect them. It's fast. When you cut out of scrap, oftentimes you have to cut 3 cuts instead of just cutting up and slicing them. It takes a lot more time. Why is that? Because we don't like using the scrap, and the guys that typically use the scrap are disgruntled about having to use the scrap, so they don't bother to plan it out. 2 seconds spent now saves a minute later. So as I'm doing that, I disconnect the small pieces, put them in the trash, take the small pieces rather than putting them back in the big bins. They can only be used for small things like wallets, so we put them in a whole nother bin. I did all that shit in 43 minutes. So this morning I go to the boys who didn't think they could do this. I wasn't positive. I actually killed my time. 43 minutes is much faster than an hour. That's the new precedence. That's the bare fucking minimum now. If you're not cutting 100 pieces off of a fucking roll, which is twice as fast as out of scrap, so really the number should be 100 pieces in 30 minutes. So I said, hey, look up Roger Bannister. They're like, who is he? I go, yeah, that's right, who is he? Look him up. Google it. Was he a runner? Not really, he was a lawyer. He just said, why can nobody beat the 4-minute mile in 1954? And he went to the U.S. Olympics, I believe, and beat the 4-minute mile. That's not the point to this story. The point to this story is he said, how come we can't do this? And he did it. And as soon as he demonstrated that it could be done, 50 other people within 60 days beat the 4-minute mile when nobody could until there was an example. Be the example, set the precedence in your business, in your life, in your relationship, in your family, for your kids, whatever that is. Be the example, set the bar, and always chase the bar. Take what you think you can't do and test it. You don't have to fail in front of people, but push the boundaries and push the limits and make something fucking better in your mundane life while you're walking around going, I should go to the gym today. I'll post one of my posts, and totally true. Dude's like, man, I really needed this video this morning. I was at 4:30 a.m., hour of cardio, worked out. Dude commented on my Instagram, and he's like, man, I really needed this. I'm kind of off the tracks. And I said, it's way easier to stay on the tracks than to build a new set of tracks. So one more step today than yesterday, one more step tomorrow than today. Do something every day. Hone the skill, make the mold, sharpen the fucking sword, whatever it is you need to do. Always expand the boundaries and be an example. Nobody thought they could break the 4-minute mile till he did it, and then 50 people did it. Now it's common. You can't even run in the races if you can't do a 4-minute mile. That's it.